Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime you get to watch this. This is your brother and friend, Jojo of Demons Media. Today I come your way, so let's have this conversation. Do we know who we really are as Africans? Do we know our contribution in this world, especially when it comes to the West? Are you aware that well and truly, if you look into history, before the West entered Africa, we were doing brilliantly well. We were doing fantastic. That is to say that amongst ourselves, we are so great and the potential is enormous. It's rather unfortunate that we sat down to let some brainwashing and some things to have happened to us that we did lose ourselves. We did lose who we are. We did lose what we stand for. We did lose how to even do things because it went so much deep within us that the things that we have, we don't value them, but rather we value the other things that are coming from the other parts of the world, which is rather unfortunate because it caused us to sleep. Stop thinking, stop analyzing, stop putting things into action, into motion. Even the things that are there, we stopped taking care of them. Hence, there is a saying of our maintenance culture is so non-existent because we just build and move on. We build things, we don't maintain them, we don't protect them, we just let them go, so they just rot away. But the time has come that there's a new set of Africans. It's a new generation, hybrid of Africans, not the Africans that we have had. I always believe this, that our ancestors may not be here physically, but they are with us spiritually. Hence, there is this spiritual rejuvenation, like something is quickening us. The space to which we are waking up is something else. Now today I come to you with this other video that I'm going to react to. The EU president addressing. Obviously it's a very, very long video. I painfully had to go through it to listen to things that are not of importance to be able to get to this part that I believe as an African it's important. It is important because you need to know if somebody is coming in your way, somebody is coming in portraying him or herself in a way that they really are not. Let me tell you this. Majority of the West will come to Africa. They are wolves in sheep clothing. We all have seen what's been happening in Burkina Faso. We all have seen that. And we all have seen how some parts of Africa, some African countries are not really fond of what is happening. Could that mean that they are enemy of progress? In any way, let us watch this video, and when we come back, we'll share our thoughts in the comment section as usual. The conference room, you get me? Let's watch this.
Our heart bleeds when we see the devastating loss of life in Libya and Morocco after the violent floods and earthquake. Europe will always stand ready to support in any way we can. Or think about the Sahel region, one of the poorest, yes, yet fastest growing demographically. The succession of military coups will make the region more unstable for years ahead. Russia is both influencing and benefiting from the crisis, and the region has become fertile ground to the rise of terrorism. This is of direct concern for Europe, for our security and our prosperity. So we need to show the same unity of purpose towards Africa as we have shown towards Ukraine. This is a must. We need to focus on cooperation with legitimate governments and regional organizations. We need to develop a mutually beneficial partnership which focuses on common issues for Europe and Africa. And this is why, together with HRVP Borrell, we will work on a new strategic approach to take forward at the next EU-AU summit. Honourable members, history is on the move. Russia is waging a full-scale war against the founding principles of the...
Welcome back. So as we watch, one thing that she first spoke about in this video was unity. If we unite on the inside, then nobody can break us from the outside. This is what AU needs to hear. This is what ECOWAS needs to hear. And this is what the Sahel needs to hear. Unite from the inside, form that core, form that bond. This is what, I think this is what the entire Africa needs to hear, because it's a union. If you come together to form the synergy, if you come together to form the bond, if the inside is solid, it's difficult for anyone to break it from the outside. If we don't unite from the inside and build it, then it's very easy for it to be broken from the outside. And then she went on about the fact that it sounds like, in solidarity to what the adverts weather and stuff like that had happened in parts of Africa, and we are always standing ready to support. Really? Are they really standing ready to support? What is your intention for the support that you're trying to give, that you are claiming to give? These are some of the questions. It's more or less like somebody comes to you and offers you a paracetamol. You seem to think the person is helping you, but you need to think deeply and go like, why are you offering me paracetamol right now that you are offering me paracetamol? Do you have intention of punching me in the face or punching me in the head? So you are literally trying to give me something before you do it. Hey, listen, that's a wild way of thinking, but unfortunately, that's the way I think, because there is no free lunch. There is no Father Christmas coming from anywhere. And I'll never get tired saying this. There is no Father Christmas coming from anywhere to do anything for us as Africans. If they come, they have intention. And she went on to expose herself. As she said that what they have in mind to do is for their security and protection. It's for their security to protect themselves and their prosperity. So they are not just coming in to offer help. They are coming in to offer help, and then after offering the help themselves. Somebody's going to ask me, what are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about. 2022, one of the EU top men was addressing a conference of a sort, right? And what did he say? He said, Europe is a garden, and it's the best garden that humankind has been able to put together. Don't let me bore you. Just watch the video. It's a very, very short clip. Let's react to it.
Yes, Europe is a garden. We have built a garden. Everything works. It's the best combination of political freedom, economic prosperity, and social cohesion that the humankind has been able to build. There's three things together. And here Bruges is maybe the good representation of beautiful things, intellectual life, well-being. The rest of the world, and you know very well, Federica, is not exactly a garden. The rest of the world, most of the rest of the world, is the jungle. And the jungle could invade the garden. And the gardeners should take care of it.
Welcome back. I'm not the one saying it. You heard it from the house's own mouth. You understand? So now these people that I'm talking about, why are they, you hear this and it sounds like, they are coming to help. They are not coming to help us. They are coming to rip us off. They are coming to take what they can take. They don't have our best interests at heart. They're talking about the Sahel being the poorest. How long has the Sahel been in existence? And somebody is going to say, hey, it's been one coup after the other. Who is behind the coup? The video I posted on Monday, the 5th of this month. There's a clip in it where a senator in America was pushing General Langley and saying that, could that mean that the people we are training, the coup plotters, the people that are organizing and overthrowing democratically elected presidents, does it mean that we are the ones training them? That the Sahel has suffered a lot of these coup d'etat. But the question is why? Why are they suffering from it? Because these presidents that are most of the time seen or celebrated as presidents are enforced on them by the West. So basically, while they are there, they cannot do anything. The only time they see fantastic development and stuff is when one army person or a group of army takes over. But when it comes to the democratically elected presidents, they don't do anything for the people. They don't do anything for the people. Hence, sometimes or every now and then, it becomes like apparent that the army will take over. Recently, Mali, it became necessary for them to go to the polls. They decided, no, we don't want no democratically elected president. We want the man that is sitting on the army person to still be on. Because not all of them come in with gun and take lives and bring the whole country to a stop or disrupt. Like, no, some of them actually have brains. Some of them come in with good intentions. And then there's another thing that she mentioned. I wish they would just sit down and leave Russia and stuff like, because ever since you have been playing with Africa, what have you done for them? So now there's an emerging force that comes in and is doing fantastic, helping them. When they are mentioning China, China is building infrastructure in Africa. You were doing absolutely nothing. You only come in solidarity and but you don't just come in like that. You come in and you take as much as you want to take to your garden. Your so-called garden. The time has come. As I keep on saying, you people are still applying the same laws and rules and regulations and the strategies that you have applied over 400 years ago, forgetting that Africa is no longer the Africa that you have known 400 years ago, especially in this era where information and knowledge is at your fingertips. At our fingertips, people are learning, people are waking up, people are seeing things, people are inventing things, people are looking and coming up with necessity, things that are needed. So I'm wondering why you're still going on applying things that you have applied over 400 years ago, and you're still not re-strategizing us. How do I deal with these things? How do I deal with these people? This is how you deal with us in peace and in tranquility. Come, let us have business conversation. You have things I need, I have things you need. What do we do? Butter. It is worth like this. But the old way that you have done things, where you come in because you have exerted a certain level of influence with your chicken change, so you can just come in and take whatever that you want to take. Those days are gone. And right now, this is the other thing. This is the strategy that they are using. If they realize you are not playing ball, they begin to tarnish your image. They begin to tarnish the image of the country. They tarnish the image of the country. Ghana is suffering it right now because Ghana is literally standing shoulder to shoulder with Burkina Faso. And there are certain things that Burkina Faso has done that Ghana is beginning to do them. Ghana is working with Burkina Faso because they are our neighbors. If they are neighbors, it's only wise that we do business with them. Simple. We've been doing business together for a very long time, spanning from time of independence, supplying of energy and stuff. We've been doing it. They've been using our ports to import stuff, and then going on. It's been going on. So the business part, you can't do anything about it. And if we do business with them, then we will only stand with them. They are our brothers and sisters. If it affects them, it affects them. There's an adage in my language that is only a silly person that when he sees, or if he sees his brother's beer on fire, he will not fetch water to put on his side. Just in case his catches fire as well, he is able to put it off as quickly as possible. So if it happens to Burkina Faso, it's happened to us. So it is only wise that we do business and we protect ourselves. Just when Ghana is taking certain steps to take certain things from the hands of individuals back into the state, all of a sudden Ghana is no longer safe to travel to. All of a sudden. So now if you don't play ball and we can't really touch you because we don't have a reason to touch you, then we need to tarnish your image. We cripple your tourist industry. We just finish it. Ghana has a work to do. Ghana needs to get up. Keep on doing the good things that they are doing, taking things from the hands of the oppressors back into the state so that we will benefit fully. I keep on saying this. A country as blessed as Ghana, they are supposed to work 2 days and have 5 days as weekend. And we got to be comfortable. We got to be comfortable. Because we can't keep on doing this. The West is not our friends. They have always portrayed themselves as if, we're here for you. They are wolves in sheep clothing. They're not coming in there to do things to favor us. They're coming in there to do things that will fill their bellies. We heard it in the video. For their security and their prosperity. Not the security and the prosperity of the people that you're doing business with. Like, I'm coming in to do business with you in such a way that you benefit. So you become secure. Security is assured. And then your prosperity too assured. In that case, I don't really well and truly have to depend on you. Let me give you another example. It's like being a very rich person in an area that the whole area is poor. You suffer the most. Because all eyes on you, the ones that are hungry when it comes to armed robbery, is going to be them. So basically, you will build a beautiful house, but then you need to spend a lot of money to protect yourself. In spite of the protection, you still can't even sleep peacefully because you don't know when your house is going to be broken into. But if you are able to build the area in such a way that people in there are comfortable, middle class or whatever class, but at least they are comfortable, that they don't lack, they themselves will protect you. They themselves will protect you. And I'm talking from experience. When you live in an area where you have boys and you realize there are crimes and stuff like that, be nice with them. They will protect you. If anybody tries anything or anybody comes from outside wanting to break into your house or violate you, they will protect you. So if the West well and truly wants to be okay, because when you look at things, when you look at the people that are forming this terrorist group, when you go there, you realize that the West has infiltrated and they have caused a lot of havoc on that country. Hence, they have become the kind of persons that they have become. If the West will sit down and raise strategy that come to the table for us to have a business and a wise and an appropriate conversation where Africa will develop the way it has to be developed, and it will be in their own interest anyway. Because how awful or how wonderful, how beautiful will it be that you go in somewhere to do business and you know you are safe, you are secure, there's nothing bad that's about to happen to you. Peace of mind. But no, you just want to extract because you are greedy and your level of self-aggrandizement is ridiculous, self-centered and selfishness, killing you to the extent that you don't even care. You can just trample upon them to hell with them. As I said in one video that I did, you have tried all sorts. So now the other sort that you are trying now is tarnishing a country's image. That's the other thing that you're beginning to do. That is so pathetic. That is ridiculously pathetic. You can do better. You can do better. But the point here is there's one thing that the West has got to know. Definitely they are losing their grip. Most definitely they are losing their grip. The grip of influence and the grip of having access. There's going to be a time that is all going to cut, It's just going to finish, going to cut off. Because we are not going to remain ignorant and as dull as we have always been. We are rising up, not in a way of violence, but we are rising up. On the 30th of April, you saw what happened? That is the tip of an iceberg. It's going to be happening because any country that the West tries to invade or to attack illegally, we will rise, not as a country, but as a continent, both on the continent of Africa and outside the continent. By the end of the day, as I keep on saying, I keep on ranting, but hey, what do I know? It's still my take. Please subscribe to this channel, share the video, press the post notification button, give us a thumbs up. Let's know that it's real.